In this video, I'll cover everything about France, its geography, and the countries and seas that surround Germany. How many people live there, along with their religious views, age distribution, and ethnic background, the nation's economic power, its global trade, and the impact of tourism. What people typically eat in Germany for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and their food culture. And finally, we'll look at salaries, housing prices, and grocery prices, and basically everything you need to know about Germany. Let's get started! Germany covers an area of about 357,000 square kilometers, making it the 64th largest country in the world. It is located right in the heart of Central Europe, which gives it a very strategic position. Germany shares land borders with 9 countries: Denmark to the north, Poland and the Czech Republic to the east, Austria and Switzerland to the south, and France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands to the west. This makes it one of the most connected countries in the world. To the north, Germany is bordered by the North Sea and the Baltic Sea, giving it access to important shipping routes. The country's landscape is very diverse. The Alps in the south near Bavaria, large forests like the Black Forest in the southwest, fertile plains in the north, and major rivers such as the Rhine, Elbe, and Danube, which have played key roles in trade and transportation for centuries. Germany ranks 19th in the world by population, with about 84 million people in 2025. Unlike many countries facing population decline, Germany's numbers have remained relatively stable, largely thanks to immigration. So, who makes up Germany's population? Around 74% identify as ethnic Germans, while about 5% are of Turkish descent, reflecting decades of migration that began in the mid-20th century. Roughly 10% come from other European backgrounds, such as Polish, Italian, or Balkan roots, and about 11% are from Middle Eastern, African, or Asian communities, making Germany one of the most diverse countries in Europe. When it comes to religion, Germany is also varied. About 25% of the population is Roman Catholic, and another 25% are Protestant, mostly Lutheran. Around 6% of the population is Muslim, reflecting the country's large Turkish and Middle Eastern communities. Meanwhile, the largest single group today is actually those who identify as non-religious or secular, and making up 44% of the population. Germany's demographic profile also shows the challenges of an aging society. Around 13% of the population are children, 63% are of working age, and 24% are seniors aged 65 or older. With a life expectancy of about 81 years, Germany has one of the oldest populations in the world, putting increasing pressure on pensions and healthcare systems. Germany boasts a GDP of $4.7 trillion, making it the 3rd largest economy in the world and the largest in Europe. Its economy is highly diversified and export-oriented, combining industrial strength with technological innovation. The automotive sector is the cornerstone of Germany's economy. Renowned manufacturers like Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and Porsche produce roughly 8 million vehicles annually, supplying both European and global markets. These companies are also pioneers in electric mobility and autonomous driving technologies. Beyond cars, Germany excels in industrial machinery, precision equipment, and chemicals. Giants such as Siemens, Bosch, and Bayer are recognized worldwide for quality engineering, cutting-edge technology, and innovative solutions. Renewable energy has also become a major focus, with Germany leading in wind, solar, and green technology exports. In 2024, Germany exported approximately $1.9 trillion, ranking 3rd globally. The leading categories included vehicles and auto parts, 18%, machinery and industrial equipment, 16%, chemicals and pharmaceuticals, 13%, electronics and electrical equipment, 11%. Imports in 2024 reached about $1.7 trillion, placing Germany 3rd worldwide, with key imports being energy, 14%, food and agricultural products, 7%, metals and raw materials, 12%. Public debt stands at around 70% of GDP, moderate for a major economy, but Germany maintains a strong fiscal policy to ensure stability. Tourism is a major pillar of Germany's economy, attracting around 38 million international visitors each year and ranking as the 8th most visited country in the world. Berlin, the capital, draws millions of tourists with landmarks like the Brandenburg Brandenburg Gate, the Berlin Wall Memorial, and Museum Island, where centuries of art and history come together. The city's vibrant nightlife, creative neighborhoods, and cultural diversity make it one of Europe's most dynamic destinations. In the south, Munich is world famous for Oktoberfest, the largest beer festival on the planet, where over 6 million people gather each year to celebrate Bavarian traditions with music, food, and of course, beer. Nearby, the Bavarian Alps offer stunning mountain scenery, ski resorts, and fairy tale castles. One of the most iconic landmarks is Neuschwanstein Castle, said to have inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle. Perched high on a hill surrounded by forests, it welcomes over 1.5 million visitors annually and remains one of Europe's most photographed sites. Beyond its major cities, Germany also charms visitors with its medieval towns like Rothenburg ob der Tauber, romantic river valleys along the Rhine and Moselle, and natural wonders such as the Black Forest and Lake Constance. So what about salaries in Germany? Before we dive into salaries, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's keep going. Germany has a national minimum wage, which in 2025 is €12.50 per hour. That's about $1,900 per month for a full-time worker. But as in most countries, actual salaries depend heavily on the profession and region. On average, the monthly net salary is around $3,200. Here are some typical figures. Teachers, $3,000. Engineers, $4,000. Doctors and dentists, $6,000 to $7,500. Lawyers, $5,000 to $6,000. Police officers, about $3,200. Office workers, $3,000. Waiters and service workers, $2,000 to $2,300. Software developers, $4,000 to $5,500, depending on experience. Unemployment in Germany is relatively low at 3.2%, but like in many developed countries, young people and recent graduates often face more challenges in finding stable, well-paying jobs. Work culture in Germany is very different from Japan or the US. Instead of long hours, Germans value efficiency, precision, and balance. The standard work week is 38 to 40 hours, and overtime is not as common. Most employees strictly separate work and private life, with evenings and weekends reserved for family, friends, and leisure. Another key point is vacation time. Workers are legally entitled to at least 20 paid days off, but many companies offer 25 to 30 days, plus numerous public holidays. Compared to many other countries, that's a lot of time off. Punctuality is considered essential. Being even a few minutes late to a meeting is seen as unprofessional. At the same time, German workplaces are less hierarchical than in many Asian countries. Employees are encouraged to share ideas, challenge opinions, and value direct communication. Germany offers several social benefits to help families and individuals with lower incomes. One of the most well-known is Kindergeld, or child allowance. Families receive around €255 per child each month, regardless of income, to help cover the basic costs of raising children. There is also Elterngeld, parental allowance, which is paid to parents who take time off work to care for their newborns. The amount depends on previous income, usually about 65% of what they earned before, ranging from €300 to €1,800 per month, and in some cases up to €2,770. This can last for 12 months or up to 24 months if parents choose the extended Elterngeld Plus option, giving them more flexibility in balancing work and childcare. Sometimes people try to take advantage of Germany's Kindergeld system by claiming benefits for children who don't actually live with them or by submitting false documents. When authorities find these cases, payments are stopped, the money must be repaid, and fines or even criminal charges can follow. For adults with insufficient income, Germany provides Bürgergeld, a basic social benefit. Single adults can receive around €563 per month, with additional support for rent and energy costs if needed. These programs aim to make sure everyone can meet their essential living expenses. Alright, now let's dive into something delicious: German cuisine. German cuisine is hearty, diverse, and deeply rooted in regional traditions, shaped by centuries of local farming, brewing, and baking culture. Each part of Germany has its own specialties, reflecting both climate and history. In the south, Bavaria is famous for its Weisswurst, white sausage, pretzels, and of course beer, often enjoyed in traditional beer gardens. During Oktoberfest, locals and tourists alike feast on roasted chicken, sausages, and giant pretzels alongside lighters of freshly brewed beer. In the west, regions like Rhineland and North Rhine-Westphalia are known for Sauerbraten, a marinated roast served with red cabbage and potato dumplings. dumplings. The North, influenced by the North Sea, features fish dishes such as matjes herring, smoked eel, and labskaus, a sailor's meal made of corned beef, potatoes, and beetroot. The eastern regions, including Saxony and Thuringia, are known for Thüringer Rostbratwurst, one of Germany's oldest sausage recipes, and Eierschecke, a layered cake with cheese and custard. Meanwhile, Berlin is famous for its street food, especially the beloved currywurst, a sliced sausage topped with ketchup and curry powder, eaten by millions each year. Germany also has a rich baking tradition, from pretzels to rye breads, and from Black Forest cake, Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, to apple strudel, desserts hold a special place in everyday life. In December, the scent of gingerbread, Lebkuchen, and Stollen fills Christmas markets across the country, creating a festive atmosphere that's uniquely German. Now let's take a look at what a typical German person eats on a normal day. Breakfast in Germany is usually simple but hearty. Many people start the day with Brötchen topped with cheese, cold cuts, jam, or honey. Muesli or yogurt with fruit is also common, and coffee is the drink of choice, often strong and black. Lunch. Traditionally the main meal for many, lunch can be a hot filling dish served between 12 and 2 p.m. Typical lunches include meat or fish with potatoes or dumplings and seasonal vegetables or a bowl of soup and a roll. In workaday settings, a popular option is the Mittagstisch, a set lunch at a local cafe or canteen, offering classics like schnitzel, rouladen, or a hearty stew. Dinner. Dinner tends to be lighter than lunch and is often eaten earlier than in some countries, around 6 to 8 p.m. A common evening meal is open-faced sandwiches, salads, or a simple hot dish like pasta or sausages with mustard and bread. Families also enjoy Brotzeit, a casual spread of bread, cheese, cold cuts, pickles, and mustard. Now that we've had a taste of Germany's delicious food culture, let's talk about something a little less tasty: rent prices. In Berlin, a one-bedroom apartment in the city center typically costs about $500 to $2,000 per month, while outside the center you'll find prices around $300 to $1,100. In Munich, rents are higher. Expect roughly $600 to $2,500 for a one-bedroom in central neighborhoods, and $350 to $1,200 outside the center. Smaller cities and towns, for example Leipzig, Dresden, or Dortmund, are much more affordable. A one-bedroom apartment often rents for $250 to $800 per month, depending on location and amenities. Alright, let's check out what groceries cost in Germany. 1 liter of milk, 70 cents. Loaf of bread, €1 30 cents. A dozen eggs, €1 80 cents. 500 grams of local cheese, €4 45 cents. 1 kilo of chicken breast, €7 32 cents. 1 kilo of rice, €2 9 cents. 1 kilo of apples, €2 20. 1 kilo of potatoes, €1. A bottle of mid-range wine, €4 99. Half a liter of local beer, €0.8. A pack of cigarettes, €6.4. A single person who plans meals carefully can expect to spend around €250 to €350 per month on groceries in Germany. Alright, now you know Germany better than a local Berliner. Tell me in the comments which country you're watching from. Also, if Brazil makes you think only of football and carnival, check out this video to discover there's so much more to the country. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. See you next time.